it doesn't show any. Oh. I'm just gonna start. Leave it. Okay.
So I think it's grade 4A, so I'm supposed to move down to
B1 and use the equations.
B1, gotcha.
And make sure you share. Talk.
Yes. I don't like it.
Are we not going to do this?
We'll probably do it later. Conversations are not going to happen. B1, suppose each student walks 8 kilometers in the walkathon. How much money does each sponsor donate? Explain how much.
You have to explain what person you're doing, right?
Oh, do we have to go back to what's her face? Well, actually, maybe not. Yeah, because we have to go back to Leanne. Because Leanne walked nothing if she made $10. Leanne walked 0 kilometers because her sponsor just, I guess she's not sponsored because it's just Leanne one that we're talking about. Right, because Leanne made $10 in the beginning, regardless of how far she walks. Gilberto, $2 per kilometer, so he basically walked 5 kilometers.
Scarlett in the conversations, okay?
No, I don't do it.
So in B1, what would the equation? What equation would you use to help figure this out?
What equation you would use?
Yeah.
You would do distance equals k times whatever they're, like, how much.
Well, it's not distance you're finding.
Well,
Earnings, right? Or
Earnings divided by whatever they make per kilometer would equal how many kilometers they
would walk. Good. But then some of them have a flat fee.
Right.
So you
you'd
don't
subtract
the flat fee.
Okay. What are you doing? Can you chew gum? Why did you say that? Tell me Yeah, Gilberto walked a lot.
So this is our basically equation, right? Money raised is going to be the rate times how many kilometers they walk. So if I have $10, and I know, let's say, Gilberto's rate, which is $2 per kilometer, I'm trying to figure out how many kilometers he would have to walk. So how do I get rid of the 2 on this side? Divide by 2. If I divide by 2 on that side, what do I have to do on the other side?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2. Those cancel out, so I get 10 divided by 2, which is 5. So Gilberto would have to walk how many kilometers?
5 kilometers.
So that's the easier one. The harder one
is B2.
Lana, which is 0.5 times kilometers plus 5. This is her equation, right?
Yeah.
So I need to figure out K kilometers. So how do I get rid of $5?
You divide by $5.
No, I'm not multiplying here. So I just subtract it. So here I'm minus 5. Here I'm minus 5.
Which means $5.
So that gets rid of those. That's 0, right? Boop, gone. This turns into
5.
So now I have 5 equals 0.5 times kilometers. Now, how do I get rid of a 0.5 that's being multiplied? Divide by 0.5. So I divide by 0.5. Divide by 0.5. Do it to both sides because that's what that equals means. That turns to 1. And 1 times kilometers is kilometers. And so it's 0.5 divided, 5 divided by 0.5.
2.5.
No, 5 divided by 5 is 1. Oh, that's
0.5. Use that calculator.
Yeah, way to go, Chris.
10. So I get 10 kilometers. And what can I do? I can put that back in just to check. What's 0.5 times 10?
0.5 times 10. Let's see.
What's
5 times 5.
5. And what's 5 plus 5?
5.
5 plus 5. 5 plus 5.
So you get the right answer.
Oh, you're supposed to do a deck flip.
Yes. Which one are you talking about? Gilberto, yes, because it goes through 0, 0, and there's a scale factor between every single one of his kilometers plus money, right? I think the easiest way, a scale factor is really important to understand for proportionality, but in a graph,
You're seriously awesome for saying that.
that makes it point.
Why was I?
Yes.
Okay, B2. Suppose each student raises $10 for the sponsor. How many kilometers is... Didn't we already do that?
That's what we were just doing.
So we didn't do B1. I didn't do B1.
I didn't do B1.
Oh, wow.
Just say didn't teacher.
Each student walks 8 kilometers in a walk.
We're just gonna do B2. B3. B3.
Yeah.
Scale factor between...
Because he did... Okay. Which graph does the point 11, 10... Lie.
Have a scale factor between
What?
two variables.
Oh, lie as in like... Lie.
But you thought it meant like lie.
Fib.
Gilberto?
Well, that's
Is that what
seriously...
you guys are doing? Yeah. So yeah.
It's either I'm being dumb or that's not how...
What's the scale factor?
I'm sorry.
2.
Impulses.
You're not in this frame to get in there.
Okay, now we're even.
They had the camera.
Remember about proportionality?
I think we're even now.
Yeah.
0. It has to be.
I can still get mad at you because of it.
Right? Remember the graph?
Connor actually said
0, right?
You actually said before Connor did. Connor was about to say it. And then you said it, thinking that he was going to say it. We're so dumb.
What number are you guys on now?
Well, we
B3.
just basically did B2.
Yeah, before B1, so...
It's okay.
This
Should we
one.
do B1 or B3?
Oh no, do B1. I want you to know how far they go.
It would be.
Okay.
No, if he walks 8
How much money
kilometers
they'd
in the
make.
walkathon, how much money would it make? He'd make $16 from Berto.
He would, yes.
So then I have
Leanne
to do
make
Alana and Leanne. Well, Leanne's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Alana and Leanne.
She makes same amount every time.
Gilberto makes...
So Leanne gets $10.
Wait, how much did you say Gilberto made?
I don't know, do it yourself.
Nuh-uh.
It was $2.
8 times 2.
It was $16 as a total. Because if it's rate $2 for 1 kilometer.
And that is... Okay, so... Leanne will just make $10. Because she does not change.
Did you call her Animal? Or Alan?
No, I call her Leanne.
I thought you were talking about Alana.
She makes $10 solid.
What does Alana make?
Alana, she'll make $4. What are you talking about? Alana makes $4, yes. Alana would make $4. Because we're smart like that.
Why does Gilberto get 16?
How she makes $2 per kilometer.
And 2 times 8 is 16.
We didn't die. That's
What is it?
Gilberto. Okay, B36. We're being very nice kids, man. Probably some. It's either Matthias or Mateo. I've heard both, but I don't know.
Here, so Fisher, on which graph does this point 12? On which graph does this point 12, 11 lie? What information does this point represent? I don't know.
On which graph does the point 12, 11 lie? What information does this point represent? So Gilberto. So at 12 kilometers, they'd have to make $11.
Gilberto? No.
No, Gilberto wouldn't make sense. I don't think Alana would make sense either. No, Alana's would make sense. How?
I like how we're all waiting for Elise to like explain this to us.
Oh no.
Six. No, that'd be 16. That would make sense. But Gilberto? No, because she'd have to make $1. Wait, but is it $12 per 11 kilometers, or is it 12 kilometers? Because nobody can make $11
We have our.
Nobody can make $11. Wait, look at it.
You're right. Nobody can make $11 because it all goes up by.
How we doing? Using the graph. Like it, Tanner.
Would it be at 5?
It wouldn't. It'd be 5.5.
Which number you guys on?
11.
3. You on
But
B3?
who's this? But
Yeah.
see, they couldn't make.
So what? So those numbers, 12 and 11, what does the 12 mean?
So if we're doing it, the 12 would mean the amount of money. Wait,
No, I would
'cause
say
you plot the
kilometers.
X, Y, right? So what's the 12 mean? Distance. 11 means
the money.
money. Now, I could draw like you're doing. What else can I do?
Use your
Make
thing.
a table.
Use your
The equation.
equation. Put your independent variable into the equation. If you get the dependent variable 11, what does that mean?
That's what you.
That's on their graph. If you don't, it's not that person. If you do, it is. But think about it. The math isn't that difficult.
It's Gilberto.
Gilberto's equation is what? Money equals.
Distance times 2. Or rate.
So yeah, rate times 2. So his rate is 2. So what's the distance? You already said is 12. What's 12 times 2?
That's like 24.
Is that 11? Nope. Okay.
At 11.
It's not Gilberto. Is it Leanne?
Sure.
No.
Can't be because what's hers?
$10.
10. So it has to be Alana. But let's figure it out. So Alana's rate is 0.5, right?
0.5
Times 12 is
Is 6.
6. 6 plus 5?
11.
Boom. That's how you do it. Wait.
Why did I not get that?
That's
I was
what-
adding 10.
That's why I was suggesting using the equations because they're really handy.
The graph takes a lot longer though.
Graph takes longer.
No.
You trying to kill Mr. Farland?
Are we doing over here?
Wow.
Mr. Farland? Mr. Mick Farland? There you go. Wow, guys, so judgy. So judgy.
I know, of course we do. It's just judging. It's our thing. Sure is. Here we go. Before you go and steal my man, consider the following. It wasn't even sort of funny. Thank you.
Well, it kind of was. Because, like, you just came up with it off the top of your head.
Right, that's the best humor. In Alana's plan, how is the fixed $5 donation represented in the table? So table is going to be like a 0 kilometers, and the money she made is going to be 5. And the graph,
Oh my god.
she's going to start with 0, 5.
Wait, is it if you guys have flowers?
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Her thing is going to start at 5 and go up. And then in the equation, her money made is distance times 50 cents plus $5.
You should do videos live. Just like live videos.
You guys
I
are
know.
going live.
We're going live.
Why did it come to me?
Yeah,
wait. We're exact opposite.
Yeah.
But if I just
Because
touch
what's
the same.
10 kilometers times
Oh, okay, this is
2.5 is 5.
Ollie, quit
Plus
touching
5
it.
is.
You quit touching it.
Okay,
$5
anyways.
for walking 10 kilometers, and then she gets another flat, just
We're good.
like $5 just for Carl being a nice guy. I mean, oh, she's got it.
Put your scrunchie in the middle.
No, she just shows up.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I thought you were saying
Yes.
No, that's so something I would do. What are you doing?
Get in
I'm
the
working.
camera
What do you
frame.
think what do you think you're
Doing work?
doing? No, you're not.
Give a t-shirt to each of the sponsors. Oh, that's a dumb idea. Give a t-shirt to each of the sponsors.
Yeah, he's like, take the money.
That's where it
Lord, it's supposed to be right there, guys.
It's not supposed to be on my head.
Okay, there, that's perfect. Chris, don't swear. Just swear to God. We need to do our work. There is an audience. Hi, audience. It's true. You know he watches. Yeah, he does. Well, there you go.
I'm sorry. I'm a middle schooler.
A good shot, though.
Please be quiet. I'm trying to do work.
Oh, you're not even in the camera.
Said that loud enough so that just the microphone.
Speak up just a little bit, sir.
Stop.
There he is. We got you on camera.
Hey, G, Gilberto decides to give a t-shirt to each of his
That's a
sponsors.
stupid idea.
Shirt costs $4.75. Plans to pay for each shirt with some money raises from each sponsor. Create an equation that represents the amount.
They're your sponsors. You don't need to repay them.
How many sponsors does he have?
Who repays their sponsors? Yeah, so I guess it has to be like
How are you
an
supposed to
equation.
know how many
It says right, an
sponsors he
equation.
has?
So it says, let's do S equals sponsors.
What are you guys on?
Before.
C1.
C1.
Oh, why did he give his sponsors t-shirts? He doesn't need to repeat.
No, it's
You've
not.
never heard of
More of
that?
that.
No.
Who
So
repays
what,
their
if you get sponsored by someone and then you have other people,
Does he only have one sponsor?
Well, that
That's sad.
I mean, what you're calculating if he did have one sponsor, right? So what are you going to do with that t-shirt cost
you're gonna subtract that out of the.
out of the total amount that he's going to get?
So it basically.
That just could be a nice gesture. Now,
It would be rate times dollars equal rate times
I'd say
meter or wait.
I mean, nothing really changes except for there's a flat fee,
wouldn't it be sponsor times $3?
right? And that flat fee comes out of the amount of money he earns.
Not every sponsor is going to be $2 per kilometer.
Right.
So what would the equation?
It would be, well, if girl Berto. Girl Berto. I do know. Chris, why are you being so ugly? You just look over to say, oh, sure, because you're off the camera.
Stop! I'm trying to do work. Will you please be quiet?
If you're the only one doing work, so why aren't you in the camera frame?
Why are you still?
Stop.
Oh my god, that was the best. It's not fun. It's 12 and 11.
It's not a
Do your fucking
Rachel.
It didn't move. Audience. Oh.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
You're a liar.
Hiding.
You're a
So
liar.
that's $10.
You're an ugly little liar.
Times
Ugly little liars.
Ugly Little Liars, a show about Chris.
I said ugly little liar.
Okay, C2. We are up for C2.
You didn't even do C1.
I did.
Well, then what is?
She didn't even do it.
I'm just gonna do it. I thought you were doing work over here, Chris. Shouldn't you have C1 done by now?
Not really.
Look, it is done, Allie. Graph the equation for the distance from 0 to 5 hours. Compare this graph to the graph of the upper dose.
Allie, do your work. Do it.
Is this relationship linear?
Do it so that you understand it.
Okay, but then I'll understand this.
Okay, so I don't need a graph.
How much?
I like people.
Once you guys all talk.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, put that away. You threw it on me last time.
All right, I
Why don't you
understand.
skip this? Go to B3 with them.
And Elena's plan how ready for the big
You know he's not.
Never mind.
Darn it. Conversation.
Right. In the table, it starts at 0.
Okay, I'm not going to deny it.
In the graph, it starts at 0.
Allie,
Deny it
do
to him. Stop, Allie.
your work.
I'm not going to deny it.
You're not
but
doing
like,
your work.
Allie, I
You guys
have
get
more
that
done
in
than
the
you.
first
No, you don't.
C1.
You know, like, I'm not going to deny it after somebody said it.
Oh, no, you're on.
This is true.
Each t-shirt costs $4.
And Y represents what? That's
Somebody stepped over me.
money. This one kept that.
And then
Chris, stop being mean.
every time they talk, she's like,
Increasing every time.
it starts to
Oh, she's back. Don't talk about her. Whoa. Graph paper, anybody? Just there.
Not the answer, but how you're tackling it.
I'm gonna use my handy dandy pens.
You're on C1 now?
You don't have to graph it. What am I talking?
What are you talking about, C2?
Yeah.
No, you don't need to graph it.
Graphing the equation is just like writing it down. Yeah.
I mean, you can sketch graph it.
I sketch graph.
It's like, Chris, you're a pain.
I'll hold it this time.
I think he just loses money.
He's not even, he has to work so hard.
Well, not necessarily, because in your equation, what's he going to have to take off? $4.75 for the shirt.
How many sponsors does he have? 12.
This is assuming he only has one.
But he would
Then he would lose money. All right, please go ahead, put your learning away.
Are we gonna do that?
I have to talk to Egan before class.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Why do you ask what she was?
Okay, so, Sai, this is where you're going to want to write this down. So I don't know where you write your homework, but you need to start writing it down, right? Because I'm not going to help you with what page it's on. Because I'm doing my job. All right, guys. So, hey, just to review, Carl, I'm doing my job right now, which is telling you what the homework is. So please, if you're inside because you haven't done your homework and you ask me which page it's on and what you owe, I'm going to look at you and go, I've done my job. So please, I don't care where you write it down. Your planner is the best place for it. But write it down. 4A, 6A through E. That's A, B, C, D, E. I'm thinking 10 to 15 minutes, so a little bit longer than what I normally give you, just a tad. It's on page 18. Remember, the homework is so important for you. This is where you have, some of you will go through a productive struggle, right? Where you look at it, you're not sure, but you work through it. You might get the wrong answer, and that's okay. It's not about getting the right answer. It's about coming to class prepared with the right kind of questions and the right kind of knowledge that you gained from the day before. Whether or not you did it right, you did it wrong, is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you to have the right kind of questions. We talked about the pattern of change, okay, in these linear relationships. And so, here I have a point. The point is 10 and 200. Which is the x and which is the y? All of them.
10 is the x and 1 is the y.
200 is y. So, x is my independent variable, and 200 is my dependent variable. Those points mean something. What does the 10 mean, Carl?
The 10 is the time.
Yep, hours. And what's the 200 ratio?
200 is
The distance, the miles. Okay. So we know that those numbers aren't just a point on a graph, but they mean something. So now that you know that, you have the graph. This is the graph from the warm-up. You already know the rate. What's the equation that we would use to figure this out? Let's go. Well, the equation. So what would the equation be? It would be distance equals not x times y. Close.
X divided by y. Or no, y divided by x.
Yes.
so times 25.
So where did the 25 come from? What is that 25?
That's your rate.
That's the rate. This is the rate. 25 miles per hour. There we go. That's the rate. They're going 25 miles per hour. I multiply that by my time, and I get my distance. Which one of these represents my time? 10. So if I take 10 and I plug 10 into time, what do I get, Jaden?
You get
10 times 25. $250 miles. So my question is, Jay, did I get 200 miles? No. So this is what it means. This point, 10, 200, would not be on that graph. This is someone else's graph. It's not this one. So if this is Chris's graph for, he got a brand new scooter and he scooters at 25 miles per hour because he is sick. Chris is like the sickest scooter in town.
What hill is he going?
Oh no, that's not going down a hill. That's going up a hill. That's how sick Chris is.
Scooter's kids are not that.
He's like, man. Using equations to figure out if a point's on a graph, super duper easy.
Okay, sorry.
This, all I have to do is plug the independent value into the graph, into the equation. If my dependent value comes out as the same as what I'm given, boom, that means it's on the graph. If it's not on the graph.
Understood.
Ciao.
See ya.